Hello everyone. I hope you had a good week. We are almost on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, which is on Monday night. So the message from myself and my rabbi here is that we wish you only good health, happiness with your families and the people that you love. We should be well, and we will see each other, please God, next year. We're sending all our love for a Shana Tova, and here's the rabbi.
Hello everyone, it's nice to be able to speak again on the Parasha of the week. This Parasha is Atem Nitzavim Hayom Kulechem, and in a way almost like reaching to the end of the Parashiot of the book of Devarim, the Deuteronomy, and he is gathering everybody, all the people of Israel, men, women, children, everybody to be there and to listen one last message from Moshe Rabbeinu. And within this message at the very end, he tells us that God, he said, Ha'idoti bachem hayom, I have testified for you this day et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, the heaven and the earth. And they are the witnesses. For whatever you do, they are going to be the ones that are going to decide if it is something bad, the heavens will bring something bad. If it is good, the heaven will bring good. And then it said, Hachayim ve'hamavet natati lefanecha. I have put in front of you life and death, and also abracha ve'aklala, blessing and a curse. He said, ve'ubacharta b'chayim, and you should choose life, leman tehiyah ta v'darat, so that you should live, you and your descendant. Now it's very interesting, this is the first time in the Torah, the only place in the Torah that God, Moshe Rabbeinu, God is asking, and he's in a way demanding that you should choose something. There is nowhere in the Torah that tell you should choose anything. Only in this case, you should choose life. So this is the only time. Now, what exactly is the nature of this choice that we are doing? Death and life in front of you, and you should choose life. Now, most of the people, we understand when we say you have a choice, life or death. What does that mean? I mean, I have a choice between good and evil. That's what we think about it. But when you think, when you realize that people don't make that kind of choices, people don't just go and choose either bad or good. Everybody, normal people, choose good. What makes sense. Somebody who would be the most despicable person, even that person will not get up in the morning and come and say, okay, what kind of evil am I supposed to do this today? I mean, we choose what makes sense. So what is really the meaning of this choice between good and evil? You know, really, the point is, we choose what makes sense. The difference is that we rationalize that which we know to be good, and sometimes we rationalize it and we end up doing something bad. That is the problem of our choice, and that's what the Torah is talking to us. And it's not talking to us about something physical. Nobody commits suicide physically. So what the Torah is speaking about certain kind of choices that we rationalize in our mind. For example, I know that I am supposed to apologize to somebody. Now it come before Rosh Hashanah, that would make sense as well. I know that I have to apologize, but I decide, it takes a lot of effort, I'm not. So what the difference between one choice or the other is, either we choose what makes sense, or we choose something else that as we rationalize, is much easier for us to do. Either we choose something that makes sense or something that is comfortable for us. That is the two choices that we have. And so therefore, if I have to apologize, and I don't apologize because it's difficult and so on, but the long term is that when I apologize, it's much better than when I don't. And this is exactly what the Torah is speaking about. If I have to really spend some time, you or me, with my wife, and because I've had a hard day, a difficult situation that I was, and now I really need to spend time with my wife. But I decide instead of that, I'm gonna hang my legs up and watch television. Now that is really a bad choice. I rationalize and I say, in a way, well, it's more comfortable to do that. That is in the short term, but in the long term, it won't gonna make you and keep you in trouble if you do that. So these are the things that we are talking when the Torah speaks about making a choice. And the choice between life and death, it comes in many ways. If I choose to do some charity, if I choose to look after somebody that needs help, that is choosing life. If I don't do that and I lose the opportunity, I'm choosing death. That would mean death of that opportunity to do something which is good and honest. And this is exactly what the Torah is speaking about. Now, we have we start making choices constantly. For example, we have the choice from the morning. As from the night before, we decide we're going to get up in the morning and we are going, and I have got my clock is going to ring, and I'm going to do things, get up quickly and do everything that I need to do, and so on. All of a sudden, the clock rings, and what happened? I start rationalizing to myself that perhaps, I'm tired, I could be a little bit longer, and so on. You hit the snooze button and you spend another 3 hours, and what did you do? You made a choice. But that choice is because you rationalize something that is going to be much easier for you, not thinking about the long term. This is what it is, the beracha or kelala. It can become a blessing, it can become a curse, and can become what we call life-giving, or is death of opportunities, death of things that will not come again when you lose that opportunity. I think that we have now, it's coming to be Rosh Hashanah. The most important thing for us that we have is really that exactly. That's why the parasha comes just before this time of Rosh Hashanah, that the Torah is telling us that you have a choice. And now is a choice to start thinking about the thing that when we make choices in our life should be the choices that have got long-term viability. They are long-term looking forward to the future, so that those choices that we make are going to be choices that we are going to be able to live with them and appreciate them instead of regretting every choice that we make. That would be Rosh Hashanah, New Year. Please God for everyone, for everybody. Shabbat Shalom.